Hey everyone, this is Gabby. Normally I make videos about chicken farming, shooting guns, and other manly stuff, but today I'm going to be sewing a computer case. I need a computer case to help keep my laptop safe as I'm traveling around, and rather than buying a case like a normal person, I'm going to sew one from scratch. This project was amazingly difficult. I have undertaken sewing projects in the past, but this one definitely showed me that I suck at sewing, and that sewing is hard. I now have an even greater respect for those that sew professionally and are masters at it. Throughout this video, you're going to see that I screwed up a bunch. And in fact, I was so overwhelmed that I completely skipped recording a lot of moments, a lot of the work that I did. So unfortunately, rather than showing you all the work, I'm just going to talk about it. My original design was going to be a pocket with 3 sides closed and 1 side with a zipper. This is a pretty common computer case design. I was basically going to sew together 2 panels consisting of 3 different layers. The top layer was the cotton you see on the far right. Pretty thin, but durable. The middle layer, which you see at the top, was going to be felt, a little more thick, a little more poofy. And the last layer, the layer on the left, is the actual layer that touches the computer, and that was going to be fleece, which is very soft and pillowy. My plan was to sew together a single ply of all 3 materials into 2 panels, which I would then sew together to form a pocket with 1 zipper at the end. My first big screw up, however, was that I didn't cut the fabric big enough. The computer measurements were 18 by 10 by 1, and I cut the fabric 20 by 12, which was not nearly enough. If I could do it again, and I probably should have, I would have given myself an extra 5 to 6 inches rather than an extra 2 inches. 1 inch is to fold over, and the extra 5 inches is to allow the computer case to slide in and increase the volume of the case comfortably. My second biggest screw up was poor design. By the time I finished the computer case the first time, I discovered that A, the case wasn't nearly thick enough to protect the computer from bumps or dropping it while it's in my book bag. And B, the panels were only protecting the lid and the bottom of the computer, but it didn't protect the edges, which is, to me, way more important. Unfortunately, I don't have any footage of this first design, but I'm not proud of it. I hated it, and I ripped it apart, and I redesigned the case to become this. I ended up adding 4 more layers of fleece to each panel, which greatly improved its protection, and I redesigned the case to mostly protect the edges of the computer. The final case is not pretty, and the embroidery is no longer in the right spot, but now I finally have a halfway decent case to protect my laptop while it's in my book bag. I used to use towels as protection, and I did that for 2 years, but now I finally stopped procrastinating and I built me a decent case. Out of all the DIY projects I've ever done, this one, however, made me say, God, I should have bought a case. Hey, if you like the videos I make and want to stay up to date on what I'm doing channel-wise, you can head on over to my Facebook page where I give weekly updates on what I'm doing channel-wise. So sometimes I share personal stuff, or if I like a video, I'll share it with y'all, and I think it's pertinent to what we like. I'll post it to my Facebook page. It's my way of interacting with y'all, the folks that like my content. And if you have questions, feel free talking to me. I don't mind talking to y'all about whatever. Chickens, guns, air gunning, sewing. But anyways, thanks for watching.